Hello, my name is Chelsea Lehman, and I'm going to be walking you through the timeline for the implementation of the Prologis BYOD Allowance program. The implementation timeline starts with designing a new acceptable use policy, then selects a pilot group, then moves to developing an internal PR campaign, eventually expanding the program to encompass all new users, and eventually migrating all users to BYOD. The first step is to design a new acceptable use policy, which outlines eligibility, device options, acceptable use, and directions on how to connect to the server, as well as security, financial responsibility, and privacy guidelines. The main changes from the current mobile device policy is in the hybrid nature of the new mobile environment. The majority of users, over time, will switch to the bring your own device model, where employees are able to apply for mobile allowances through Workday to support their business use of their personal phone, while some users, namely corporate executives, will remain corporate liable. The next step in the process is to select a pilot group. The pilot group will include approximately 50 to 100 users and should include users from all the various business units of the company, including a wide range of roles and job functions. Once the pilot users are selected, it will be important to continually generate feedback in order to work out the kinks, improve the user experience, and to ensure the program is meeting employee needs and expectations. By utilizing 3 different surveys, a pre-deployment survey, a registration survey, and a follow-up survey, Prologis can capture metrics on performance and determine if the process has met employee expectations and program goals. The next step is to develop an internal marketing campaign and to roll it out to all new users. This step will ideally be implemented after the pilot group has been underway for a month or 2 in order to ensure the program is being delivered as effectively as possible. Here is an example of what the internal marketing campaign could look like. One approach would be to add this video to the hub and launch it once we are ready to roll out the program to all new users. At some point after 3 to 6 months of the pilot program, the new BYOD Mobility Allowance program will expand to encompass all new users. The registration process will be fairly straightforward. All users who do not currently have a corporate liable device will receive the new user policy. Those employees who agree to the policy and that have job-related need for a mobile allowance will be able to apply for the program through Workday. Once the employee has received approval from their manager and attached a recent ActiveSync-enabled device receipt from their carrier, the employee will be ready to start receiving their allowance in the form of a non-taxed addition to their monthly paycheck. While not all users will receive an allowance, it's important that all employees are aware of the new policy and also the potential benefits of the BYOD allowance program. Shifting all users, excluding those individuals that will remain corporate liable, will take place over the next 2 years. Due to the recent pending of the deal with AT&T, users will only begin to switch over to the BYD Mobility Allowance program once their contracts are up, while we keep an eye on dedicated lines of service we have agreed to through our contract. Thus, a phased approach is the appropriate tactic to converting Prologis employees to BYOD users.